Hey there guys and gals, and welcome back to another Ark Survival Evolved video, and in this one we're going to be talking about how to farm and create really nice food. So, first things first, you're going to want to learn how to make the small, medium, and large crop plots, along with how to make all of these stone pipes, at least stone, and also the water taps. So, the very first thing you're going to do is find yourself a nice piece of land where you can build on. You'll probably want it to be flat so your pipes don't run into any, incline problems, and you can place a lot of crop plots like this in a generally organized manner. Ours are kind of messed up here, but we've got them in a generally, all these are citronal, and then a few of these are different, but, you want to have a little bit of organization so you don't lose track of what you got planted. And the first thing you want to do to start your little farm is actually find a water source nearby you and place down a stone or higher intake pipe. What this is going to do is going to connect directly into the water and start pumping water out of it. And as you start pumping out, just attach more pipes in any fashion that you want to get water over to your main area where you want to build your crop plots. Then, you're going to want to place down small, medium, or large crop plots. I prefer just to place down a bunch of large ones because you're going to get a lot of EXP for crafting them, and they can handle any kind of berry. The small crop plots only handle regular berries you find out in the world, and narco berries and stewberries and jazz like that. The medium crop plots will handle smaller plants like, I believe, savroot and citronal, and then you'll need large crop plots for the long grass, rockroot, and I forget what the last one is, but the last one as well is going to be only in the large crop plots. So, what you want to do is have your pipe come all the way through and then set up a water tap. It's going to spew water like this out into the dirt, and it's actually going to irrigate a large portion of the map. As you can see, I've got just one little water tap over here, and it's irrigating all of these crop plots here, and then this water tap irrigates almost everything out here. We've got some overlap because, why the hell not? We had some extras, so we threw them down anyway. And if you see, the range is pretty large. We've got the water tap over here, but these guys all the way over here are being irrigated. And you see I'm walking over them. It really doesn't matter if you walk over them. Nothing really happens. No big deal. Then, the second part, what you want to focus on, is making compost bins here. You want to have a ton of these lying around, and you want to go ahead and collect dinosaur poop. You can do your poop as well, but I prefer medium to large dinosaur feces because the larger poop you actually put in these compost bins, you're going to get larger quality fertilizer, and it's just going to hold more fertilizer in there. If we quickly go back and take a look at our crop plot, you can see a brown fertilizer number 376,000. If we take a look at this crop plot and we take one out, you'll see that number gets smaller. And that just automatically gets drained when you're making more plants or when they're just growing regularly. So you want to keep refilling those as you go. And to make the compost bins work, you're going to need 50 thatch. That one doesn't have enough. I'll refill it later. So this 50 thatch and this one medium dinosaur feces, over time, will turn into one fertilizer. It does take quite a bit. That's why we've got a bunch of compost bins working at the same time. I recommend having a bunch of compost bins like this, and then having a chest to put all your extra fertilizer in as well, so that when you do start making food, you can quickly replace any fertilizer that might be missing from the compost bins. Now, you might be asking me, Trans, why the hell do I need to farm in this game when I can be going around playing around with my dinosaurs and shit? Well, importantly enough, you're going to want to make the endgame foods because they do give you tons of status bonuses. So let's take a quick look at our food here, and if we actually make the Callian soup, we're going to be very resistant to heat. And then if we make the Lazarus chowder, we're actually going to get bonus oxygen. So it'll let us go down in the ocean, collect oil, silica pearls, go in the caves, beat up some megalodons for being really upsetting and killing us all the time, things like that. And then you can also make things like energy brew, which will give you stamina and other benefits like that. So these little potions actually come in really, really handy at the end of the game, and you want to have a good steady farm going so you can go ahead and start making those with relative ease. And in this one, we're actually going to be making food that doesn't require the farm right now. We're going to go ahead and gather some tinto berries and make this medical brew. When you use this, it jumpstarts your healing and gives you a little bit bonus in a pinch. Say you're in a cave and you're dying a little bit, then you're really going to want to have some extra medical brew there so you don't, completely die and lose everything you have. I'm speaking from experience. It freaking sucks. I lost everything. So, let's take a look. I believe the recipe for the medical stimulant is actually a little glitched. It says we need half dollop of stimulant, whereas actually we need half a dollop of narcotic to make this. So scratch that little stimulant part out and put narcotic in there and we're good to go. So let's take a quick reference to our Rockwell recipes here. We need a handful of berries is 10 berries, a dollop of medicine is 4 medicine, and this guy needs 2 handfuls of tinto berries and half a dollop of stimulant. And like we said, that was narcotics, so let's go ahead and get some narcotics ready. We're going to get couple stacks. We want to make 2 more of these, and we can go ahead and do it. Now, also bear in mind that this says to cook in a cooking pot, so you're definitely going to need one of those, and submerge in water. What that means is we're actually going to need 95% full or higher water skins or water jars to go ahead and make these. So let's go ahead and fill up our water skins real quick. I like to carry 4 around on me because when I like to make the food for our adventures out there, I want to do it pretty quickly and go ahead and just start making in batches. So let's go ahead and throw these narcotics in there, throw a good little stack of tinto berries, and throw in a couple of water skins. Now, this part is a little finicky. It's not 100% ready yet, so I'll explain in step by step. We're first going to light the fire, and then we're just going to look at it for a little bit, because when one of these woods fully burn out, it's actually going to make some charcoal. And if you have charcoal in your cooking pot, you're actually going to end up making some dye. And you can see I already accidentally made some dye here, so we don't want to do that again. As soon as one charcoal gets created from this wood, we're going to go ahead and take it right out of here. And what that'll do is it'll prevent the game from glitching out and accidentally think we're trying to make food dye. So you can see we got 1 medical brew and 1 charcoal. Let's go ahead and take that out. We do not want that. And you know, why not? We have some extra stuff here, so let's go ahead and throw some more narcotics in there so we can get some more medical brews. And let's go ahead and throw in the other 2 water skins. We'll take the 1 water skin that's empty out. We don't need that in there anymore. And I'm a little bit of an OCD freak, so I want to organize these a little bit better. And we'll just kind of sit here and chillax while the rest of our medical brews get made. Perfect. So now we've got our 4 extra medical brews, and they spoil in about 53 minutes, so we've got plenty of time to go ahead and use them. Totally, this will take about 5 hours to fully spoil. Let's go ahead and put out that fire because we don't need it anymore. And I actually really want to test because I haven't tested this myself. Do they last longer in a refrigerator? Let's find out. Oh, hell yes they do. That's lasting 3 days and 17 hours. Guys, I'm set. I'll be back in about 4 days, and I'll show you how to use this medical brew in a cave. Alrighty, guys and gals, some final thoughts before we go ahead and end this video out is we're actually going to take a look at the large crop plot, and I'll let you know that in these guys, 14 maximum units can be created in them. Usually one of them becomes a seed, and then 13 you get 13 more actual fruits or vegetables or whatever this thing is out of it. So if we didn't get a seed here, we'd have 14 Savaroots. But since we did get a seed, which is a good thing because they'll replenish the seeds automatically, we're only going to get 13 Savaroot, and we're all good to go. And I also recommend not taking any of these crops out of their plantations until you have a fully working refrigerator, because if you can see here, they actually last quite a bit longer inside these crop plantations. This guy's lasting for 3 hours and 15 minutes. If you see, if I take it out, it's only lasting about 56 seconds. So these guys spoil very, very quickly outside of the crop plantations. I believe the maximum time is about 15 to 20 minutes. But if we go ahead and quickly run it up to my refrigerator, if I can get there in time, we'll see that they'll last quite a bit longer, and we'll be able to start storing them in here. I still like to store them in their crop plantations because it's no big deal to me, and as you can see, even in a refrigerator, it's only lasting about an hour. Granted, this is on its last life, so we don't want to really worry about this one too much. I'm actually just going to go ahead and eat these because I am about at half hunger right now. Let's go ahead and nom 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 nom, nice corn, and let's go put my meat back in there. I gotta feed my big bad dinosaurs outside. You know, look at all these bad boys. They gotta get their food. So I really hope this little video helps you out, guys. If you have any questions about farming or making food or anything like that, go ahead and let me know in the comments below. Last thought is, I know I'm OCD and I kind of like to do this, but I do find it a little bit better to organize all of these recipes in their correct notation here. So then since it says long grass, rock root, then azul, then mejo, I actually like to put them in the cooking pot in that order. I found that it reduces the risk of the recipe messing up and making something completely random. So I would recommend doing that, but you don't have to. It's only a fluke chance that it ends up making some weird thing. I tried to make some medical earlier and it made red coloring, so that's kind of lame. Wasted some wood and wasted some berries there, but no big deal. Alright guys, thanks for watching and enjoy collecting your dinos.